Welcome back. Welcome back, YouTube. I'm back here at headquarters, back working on the Apache show truck differential. So today's project is installing the new Summit Racing limited slip carrier. That's a new one from Summit Racing right here. And this is the old one. The old one just stop grabbing both wheels. When I do a burnout, it's only one wheel pulling. So the unit is worn. This is I don't think it's a rebuildable type. It has springs in it, but it's a cone style. And I guess once those cones wear out, that's all you could do. Just trash them, throw them away. And this one, the Summit, is rebuildable. So it's a 8.5 rear with 373 gears in there. I believe this unit is either from SS Impala or a police car, Caprice, or maybe Taxi, I think. Has 8.5 with disc brakes. So yeah. So I ran into a little issue with the with this unit. I made sure that we on the island. So before I order parts, I always try to investigate and check everything out, do my measurements to make sure I order the right parts. Because if you order the wrong parts, get the wrong parts, to send it back in exchange for the right part, it comes out cheaper just rebuying the part and shipping it in. So I did all my check. I made sure I checked the spline. It was a 30 spline. That's good on it. I made sure it's the right series because we have 2 series, 3 and 4 series carrier. And I made sure, which is the difference in carrier will be the thickness of the flange. So I made sure that I had the right series, which is this 3 series carrier. That was okay. Then with the Summit Racing carrier, it comes without bearings. So I had to order the bearing. But the thing is, you can use this carrier in a 98 and later model 10 bolt, or you can use it in a 98 and earlier model 10 bolt. So the difference is the bearings. The 98 and earlier uses a smaller race. So what happened, I ordered which I thought I took time to do research to make sure, I ordered the right bearing, but I made a mistake. Ended up getting the wrong bearing. I got a set 36, which the set 36 fit the carrier no problem. But what happened, the race was too big to fit in the carrier. It was too big to fit in the carrier. So I guess the later model housing has a bigger bearing bore. On the later model, 98 and later, has a bigger bearing bore. So this one is for a 90, I guess a 98 and later model 10 bolt housing. So it wouldn't work with that housing. So when I found that out, I almost had a heart attack, man. Cause let me tell you, I wanted to get this job done today, and I took so much time to measure bearings and make sure I order the right bearing, and end up still getting the wrong one, which was my fault. I made a mistake in measurements, so I can't blame anybody but myself. But thank God that there was a company here on the island that had the right bearing TFI bearing, which is that number right here. So this is a special bearing. So this bearing, it fit the carrier, and also the race was the right size to fit the housing. Right size, perfect. So man, that was like a blessing. That was a blessing. So I got that sorted out. I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble, put everything back together, and trying to finish up this job for the day. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a mission, but it worked out. Thank God for the Seals and Bearing Company here in Mandeville, Manchester, and Grantee's machine shop for pressing on the bearing. Stopped what he was doing to knock this off for me, put that bearing on for me. And yeah, so everything worked out. Next little project would be this Silver Shadow. Has a no start issue, so I'll be dealing with this after the truck. Try to get this started, try to get it back up and running. Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned.